Now, you mentioned clipping earlier, and matching these correctly is key. Can you break down what clipping is?
Absolutely. This careful matching is crucial to avoid losing energy to clipping. Installers look at something called the DC to AC ratio.
Okay, what's that?
It's pretty simple, actually. It's just the panel's maximum DC power output divided by the microinverter's maximum AC power output.
Right.
Ideally, you actually want this ratio a little bit above 1.0, maybe like 1.15 to 1.25.
Oh, where's that? Seems counterintuitive.
Well, it means your panel can produce a bit more DC power at peak times than the inverter's AC limit. But this actually helps you capture more energy overall during the day, especially when conditions aren't perfect, like cloudy mornings or afternoons.
Ah, okay. So a little oversizing is good.
A little, yes.
Yeah.
But if the ratio is too high, say you put a 500-watt panel on a microinverter rated for only 300 watts AC, then you get excessive clipping. Meaning on a bright sunny day, the panel produces more DC power than the inverter can possibly convert to AC. That extra energy just gets, well, it gets clipped off, wasted, like trying to pour a gallon of water through a tiny funnel really fast.
Okay, got it. So it's about finding that balance. Maximize harvest, minimize waste.
Precisely. Installers use compatibility tools to nail this down.
They don't just guess.
Definitely not. These tools check the DC-AC ratio, but also things like the panel's operating voltage and current, making sure they're safe and efficient for that specific microinverter.
Under different conditions, like temperature?
Exactly. Voltage changes with temperature. They also check the cell count, 6072 cell for standard, 96 for the X versions. It's all part of designing a system properly.
This is really helpful. So as a homeowner looking at a quote, how do you start making sense of the microinverter choice?
Well, like the Integrate Sun advice suggested, think about it step by step. First big question. Do you want that daytime power during an outage, the sunlight backup, without a battery?
Right.
If yes, then you're immediately looking at the IQ8 series. That's kind of decision number one.
Okay. What if sunlight backup isn't the top priority?
Then you look at the panels proposed. What's their wattage? If they're standard, say, under 440 watts, an IQ8 Plus or maybe an IQ8M could be a good fit if you still want the latest tech.
Or an IQ7 Plus could work too.
Exactly. If budget's a bigger factor and sunlight backup isn't needed, a properly matched IQ7, like the IQ7 Plus for those sub-440W panels, is still a very solid, proven choice. Just, it's the previous generation.
And if the panels are higher power, like 500 watts?
Then you really need to be looking at the higher-end IQ8s. The IQ8A, IQ8H are those integrated AC/AC models. They're designed specifically to handle that kind of output without excessive clipping.
Okay, that makes the decision process clearer. It really hinges on matching the panel specs, power, voltage, current cells, with the microinverter's capabilities in your desire for features like sunlight backup.
You nailed it. And don't be afraid to ask your installer why they chose a specific microinverter for your panels.
Good advice. Understanding the reasoning builds confidence.
Absolutely.
All right, fascinating stuff.